all of us, and who has lived a life that would bring honor and glory to your name. We know, Father God, that he loved you, and he, Lord, wanted to please you towards the end of his life. And Lord, he left a
let your soul be your pilot. Let your soul guide you. It'll guide you well. When you're down and they're counting, when your secrets are found out, when your troubles lead to mountains, when the map you have leads you to doubt, when there's no information and the compass spins to nowhere you know well. Just let your soul be your pilot. Let your soul guide you. It'll guide. When I was born, you bore the pain. You kept me warm. The world outside, you were always there for me. From my first step, you cleared a path. You were my guide. You were there for me to pick me up the countless times I fell. Why didn't I see you were always there for me? Gentle hands, you molded me. You taught me right from what was wrong. Everyone else had given me up, your love and care that kept me strong. You were there for me to pick me up the countless times I fell. Why didn't I see how you were always there for me? Yeah. this stubborn streak. With each shattered dream, you open me. Yeah. Whenever I made a wrong turn, you wait for me. I am what I am because of you. You were there for me to pick me up the countless times I fell. Why didn't I see how you were always there? You were there for me to pick me up the countless times I fell. Why didn't I see how you were always there? You were there for me to pick me up the countless times I fell. Why didn't I see how you were always there for me?
Family called Bob was born on the 10th of March 1960 to late Peter Garnet Marvanyang and late RG Lyngdoh. He completed his school education from St. Edmund School, Shillong in the year 1975. He then studied in SRCC Delhi and Shillong College, Shillong. He completed his postgraduate diploma in business management from XLRI, Jamshedpur. In 1985, he began his working career as a marketing executive for NOICL, Mafatlal Group, Mumbai. His deep love for Meghalaya brought him back home, where he took up the position of General Manager and Managing Director in the Meghalaya Bamboo Chips Limited, Nongtram, East Taro Hills. Here, he worked from 1986 to 1997. Following the sudden pass of his father, late P.G. Marvanyang, he stepped in to fill the void that was left by his father and joined politics in the year 1998. He was elected as member to the Legislative Assembly and served Meghalaya in several capacities, including Home Minister and Education Minister. He stepped down from politics undefeated in the year 2008. He continued his service to Meghalaya and its people by joining LIFCOM and IFAT project as the Chief Executive Officer. He worked in this firm from 2008 to 2013. The last office he held was that of Vice Chancellor Martin Luther Christian University, Shillong. His term here ended in 2017. However, there are only a few markers in his career. I think most of us would agree that yes, he fulfilled all these roles remarkably, but what defines him is not mere career achievements. His role as a friend, a father, a brother, a husband, and beyond all else, a good human being, is what really defines him. He is indeed a tall man. Though sometimes bearing a tough exterior, he was always kind and loving, extremely generous and giving, very courageous and fearless, always standing on his principles and on his faith in God. He had a very positive outlook in life, taking all of life's challenges with immense positivity. His trademark wit and humor made sure we all giggled and smiled, even during the most challenging of times. he was a perfect role model. His last fight with cancer was with amazing strength and positivity. There was never a day when he would complain of pain. In fact, in his trips to the chemo ward were like social outings, where he would be busy making friends with the staff, nurses, doctors, and other fellow patients. He would make us forget that he was supposed to be the patient and us the attendants. He always took care of us even during his many hospital trips. The amazing strength and positivity which he fought cancer has been truly inspiring, to say at least. I want to recall the vision he had seen in 2010. This was when he first was diagnosed with cancer of the esophagus, and he had undergone surgery to remove his esophagus. In this vision, he found himself in a dark room which looked like an art gallery. There were many paintings hanging on the wall, but one of them was particularly colorful and striking. His attention was drawn to this particular painting. On a closer look, he saw that this painting had several crossroads, intertwining highways, flyovers, and bridges. Some roads were complete and some were still under construction. While he was looking at this painting, trying to understand the meaning, a voice, which he presumed was God's own voice, tells him that this is the picture of his life. It represented the many roads he had undertaken, the many crossroads he has stood in his life. The painting was colorful, filled with bright, happy colors, because of the positivity which he had encountered all of these crossroads and milestones in life. He often talked about how he woke up feeling happy after seeing this vision and how it filled him with hope. I feel that this dream which he saw is an apt representation of his life. He has indeed many roads in his life, stood at several crossroads. He had made sure that each road and crossroad was colored with bright and happy moments. He sought to take positives out of each challenge he faced in life. He has lived a beautiful life. He could not have lived it any better. So today, as we celebrate his life, I thank God for his life, for the many ways he has touched
us, and he glued us together. Bob, you were the essence of that glue which every family needs to keep them together. We were born into a family which extended well beyond the boundaries of the walls of our home. Our doors were rarely latched. There were people walking in and out of our house constantly, and Mom and Dad always said, let them come. They are part of us. And Bob was always alert. Bob, your sense of responsibility to your sisters and your brothers was immense, even if not immediately apparent. You always knew what was going on. The firstborn of Peter Marbanyang and Kong Queenie, you were followed by 6 sisters before you were joined by 2 more brothers to help you protect these sisters. By then, you had suffered many encounters with potential suitors, coming home very often with a bleeding nose after protecting someone or the other. You watched over us, keeping us safe and making us feel protected. We always knew that you were there for us. And this was no small task, because we were cut from the same cloth. We had the same contrarian genes. When you asked us not to do something, that was definitely going to be what we were going to do. Never scared to speak up and speak out our minds. We argued our case strongly, and you retreated. You hated fighting. And if we did not see the sense in what you said, you retreated. You said, okay, do whatever you want. Sorry, Baba. Please forgive our transgressions against your better judgment. We knew that you were a convoy sent to us by either Dad or Mom when they thought that you could make a better impact on our thoughts. You did. You would seek us out, sit us down, and just like the statesman that you were, you began the discussion by asking us, okay, what's wrong? You heard us out without interrogation or interruption, and then sat back before you gave your suggestions and advice. You became angry when we did not listen, but anger made you quiet, because relationships were always more important to you than winning arguments. You swallowed your own opinions and stood by as we did what we wanted, convincing even Daddy, the terror that he was, that he should support us. Daddy and you often had heated arguments and different viewpoints, but that did not stop either of you from stating your mind openly and without fear of fragile ego. It made you stronger. Ego was overcome. That was such an important lesson for me and for all the siblings. United we stand, Daddy would remind us. Mommy relied on you as a constant support in every way. You were the apple of her eye, but also her strength. Be kind, she said. Remember, charity begins at home. These were the roots which have grounded all of us. We look up to your strength, your fearlessness, and your strong sense of right and wrong, your ability to laugh it off when things didn't go your way. They will serve us as an example, and we will strive to remain true to your values. Like you pointed out, empty promises are garbage which clog the channels of progress, both personal and otherwise. You did your best to stay true to yours. When you had your first major health setback, when you caught a stroke, you promised us that you would be normal soon. And by some superhuman power, you did. You just overcame it so quickly. Nobody thought that you would come out of it so quickly. People didn't even know that you had got sick, but you did. When cancer struck, you promised us that you would not be leaving us anytime soon. And against medical prediction, you lived 12 long years, more than the given life expectancy. That was your magic. Then, slowly you prepared everybody. Eventually, whilst your health kept deteriorating, you kept the faith alive. And yes, you thought that you would be healed, and you are healed, Baba. Because now you are in the house of God, where there can be no suffering. You have earned your place among the stars. You would not think that you were special. You were too humble. But this, your world, all of us proclaim that you are indeed special and infinitely irreplaceable. Not only to us, your immediate family, along with your wife and children, but the larger family comprising of your people, your music fraternity, and all who look up to you. You will remain for us an angel, the man to watch, the man to follow, and in your footprints we will try to walk. We send you away on your journey into the unknown with all our love. We shout out to the heavens to welcome you with trumpets and dance and music, because that's what we wanted always. And as I quote from your own writings, we also must let you go in peace, to explode into the universe, just as you wanted. Farewell, Bah RG, and here is Baba. Bob, Grace, who has always been the angel in Bob's life in recent years, and all of us remain deeply and humbly grateful and thank all of you for your support in everything that you have done for us and our family. You have given him solace and joy. We could have never done it alone. We have received help in medical care, the doctors, facilitators, and each and every one of you, too many to be named, have played a role in making his life better. You know who you are, and he's smiling down at you and blessing you from wherever he is. Thank you for being here to help us in a celebration of Bob's life.
I want to thank the people of Meghalaya in general. Thank you, Ladimtra, Nongthamai constituency. So sad we had to part ways with you. We couldn't serve you directly as MLAs, but Baba really enjoyed his life being the MLA of Ladimtra, Nongthamai. Thank you so much. And I'm sure Baba would be very happy if in his absence I stand here to thank all of you. All political parties appreciated RG Lyngdoh. Thank you to all the political parties. We thank the Indian National Congress, who helped Baba shine and display his talents as a legislator. We thank the UDP. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, Bah RG Lyngdoh, and his team, who were here standing on vigil day before yesterday night. They were here till about 11:45, supporting all of us in celebrating Baba's life. I want to thank the Honorable Chief Minister, the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister. They were here instantly, as and when my brother needed a helping hand. We cannot thank the MD, we cannot forget to thank the MDA government. My brother's travel to Delhi for his treatment. My brother's travel in and around the city became so much more simpler because the MDA was always there to lend him support when he needed them. I want to thank all the other leaders of all other political parties. Thank you so much for having come here to pay your last respects to this great visionary called RG Lyngdoh. We want to thank all religious heads. My brother was a man of all religions. Thank you so much, the Sikhs, the Hindus, the Buddhists, the Christians of all denominations. Each of you came forward to walk back through that door and tell me that I was only dreaming. You're not really gone as long as I believe. There will be another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angel around the throne tonight. You always make my troubles feel so small, and you were always there to catch me when I fall. In a world where heroes come and go, well, God just took the only one I know. And as I can, longing for the day when I see your face again. But until then, God must need another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight, singing hallelujah, hallelujah. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne
Dah, ada tu.